Hello and welcome back to Global Online. I'm Arvind and today we are diving deep into 50 important MCQs for the CTET 2024 exam. This session is designed to help you gain confidence and a strategic edge in your exam preparation. We will cover key topics, provide correct answers, and most importantly, explain the logic behind each answer. So grab your notebook and let's get started. The question is, which acid is present in a tamarind? Options are given: tartaric acid, oxalic acid, lactic acid, and citric acid. So students, tamarind contains tartaric acid, which gives it its sour taste. This acid is commonly found in various fruits and is known for its strong and tangy flavor. Tartaric acid is used in food to add sourness, and this one is different from the rest of the options, which are citric acid, which is found in lemon and oranges, whereas lactic acid is found in milk products such as curd, and the remaining one is oxalic acid, which is found in some leafy vegetables such as spinach. So the correct answer for this question is tartaric acid, option A. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is a strong acid? Options are given: acetic acid, B. nitric acid, C. sulfuric acid, and D. tartaric acid. Friends, sulfuric acid is a strong acid because it releases a large number of hydrogen ions when it is mixed with water, which make it highly reactive. Strong acids like sulfuric acid can cause severe burns and are often used in laboratories and industries for various purposes. In contrast, acetic acid, which is found in vinegar, and tartaric acid, which is found in tamarind, as we already seen, are weak acids as they release fewer hydrogen ions, making them less reactive. So the correct option for this question will be option C, sulfuric acid. Okay, let's see the next question now. Fuming sulfuric acid is a dash dash. Options are given: A. phosgene, B. limestone, C. oleum, and D. water gas. So friends, fuming sulfuric acid is also known as oleum. It is a solution of sulfur trioxide, that is SO3, in concentrated sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4, and appears as a thick oily liquid that releases fumes. So as it releases fumes, it's called fuming sulfuric acid. Oleum is used in chemical manufacturing processes such as producing sulfuric acid and making other chemicals. It is highly reactive and must be handled carefully. So the correct option of this question will be option C, oleum. So the fuming sulfuric acid is called oleum. Remember, it is consists of sulfur trioxide and concentrated sulfuric acid. Understood? Let's move on to the next question now. Bubbles in a soft drinks are caused by which of the following acids? We have options: option A, acetic acid, option B, carbonic acid, option C, sulfuric acid, and option D, citric acid. So the students, the bubbles in a soft drinks are caused by carbonic acid. Its formula is H2CO3. This acid is formed when carbon dioxide, that is CO2, is dissolved in water under pressure. When you open a soft drink, the pressure is released, causing the carbonic acid to break down into water and carbon dioxide gas. So this H2CO3 again converted into H2O and CO2. So this carbonic acid gives soft drinks their slightly tangy taste and fizzy sensation when you drink them. So the correct option for this question will be option B, carbonic acid. Okay, let's see the next question now. What is from the following is commonly used for purification of public reservoirs in India? Options are A. alum, B. sodium chloride, C. chlorine, and D. potassium permanganate. So students, in case of purification of public reservoirs in India, chlorine is commonly used for this process. It helps to kill harmful bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms, making the water safe for drinking. Chlorine is added in a small amount to water and it ensures that the water is disinfected before it reaches to homes. This is an important step in water treatment to prevent the spread of waterborne diseases such as cholera, etc. So the correct option for this question will be option C, chlorine. Let's see the next question now. Which acid is used to remove ink stains? Options are given: A. Oxalic acid, B. Butyric acid, C. Lactic acid, and D. Tartaric acid. So, oxalic acid is commonly used to remove ink stains. It works by breaking down the ink, which makes it easier to remove from fabrics. So, oxalic acid is found in various cleaning products because it can effectively remove stains from surface, including ink stains on a clothes. Oxalic acid is found in various cleaning products because it can effectively remove stains from surfaces, including ink stains on a clothes. However, it should be handled carefully. So the correct option will be option A, oxalic acid, which is used to remove ink stains from fabrics. Okay, understood? Let's move on. Elements of a group 1 are known as dash dash. We have options here. Option A, noble gases. Option B, halogen. Option C, alkali metals. Option D, alkaline earth metals. So friends, the element of group 1 in periodic table are known as alkali metals. These includes elements like lithium, sodium, potassium and others. So alkali metals are highly reactive, especially with water, and they have one electron in their outermost shell, which they easily lose to form positive ions. These metals are known for their soft textures, low melting points and strong reactivity. As we know, sodium can be cut using a knife, which is a soft metal. Okay, so the correct option for this question will be option C, alkali metals. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. How many electrons revolve around the center of oxygen atom? Options are given: 6, option B 8, option C 12, option D 16. Students, oxygen has atomic number of 8 and we know that the number of electrons is always equal to the atomic number. So an oxygen atom has 8 electrons in total, but the number of electrons that revolve around the nucleus is determined by its own atomic structure. Oxygen's electronic configuration is 2, 6. Meaning there are 6 electrons in outer shell, which we called a second energy level. These 6 outer electrons are involved in bonding with other atoms, making oxygen as a highly reactive element itself. So the correct option for this question will be 2 plus 6, 8. So these 8 electrons revolves around the center of oxygen atom. So the correct option for this question is option B, 8. Next question is, which of the following elements does not show chemical reaction? Options are radon, uranium, radium and chromium. So friends, radon is a noble gas and is chemically inert, meaning it does not easily undergo chemical reaction. This is because noble gases including radon have a full outer electron shells, which makes them stable and unlikely to react with other elements. On the other hand, uranium, radium and chromium are reactive elements that readily form compounds with other elements. Radon is present in group 18 of periodic table. There are other examples of noble gases are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Okay, understood? So the correct option for this question will be option A, radon. Next question is, find the metalloid from the following elements. Options are given: sodium, aluminium, chlorine and boron. Metalloids are the elements which show properties of both metals and non-metals. From the given options, we have boron, which is a metalloid. It shows properties of both. It can conduct electricity like metals, but it is a brittle like non-metals. The other elements listed are either metals, which are sodium and aluminium, or non-metals, which is chlorine. So they do not qualify as metalloids. So the correct option for this question is option D, boron. Which of the following is the lightest gas? We have an option for this question. Option A, hydrogen. Option B, helium. Option C, oxygen. And option D, carbon. So students, among the following options, we have hydrogen as the lightest gas. It has the smallest and lightest atoms consisting of just one proton and one electron. Because of its low molecular weight, hydrogen is much lighter than rest of the other elements like helium, oxygen, carbon dioxide. This is why hydrogen is often used in balloons and airships. Although it's highly flammable, hence it should be handled with care. So the correct option is option A, hydrogen. Let's see next question. Water in an open vessel is cooler than the surrounding environment even in summer because dash dash. We have option for this. Water evaporates. Option B is water absorbs less heat than the atmosphere. Option C, water absorbs more heat than the atmosphere. And option D, cooling is a property of water. So students, the condition is given water which is kept in open vessels. So as we all know, water has a property of evaporation. Water in an open vessel is cooler than the surrounding environment because of evaporation. When water evaporates, it changes from liquid state to the gaseous state. This process requires heat energy which is taken from water itself. As a result, the temperature of the remaining water decreases, making it cooler than the surrounding environment, even during the hot weather. So the correct option for this question will be option A, water evaporates. Let's move to the next question. Dash dash, this Dutch scientist provided the existence of a gas carbon dioxide. Options are Priest, B. Black, C. Ron Hellman, and option D. Ronald Ross. Students, the Dutch scientist Joseph Black is credited with discovering carbon dioxide. He demonstrated that carbon dioxide is a distinct gas which different from air, and he referred to it as fixed air. His experiments were important in the study of gases and helped lay a foundation for the development of modern chemistry. So the credit of discovering carbon dioxide is given to the Joseph Black, which is option B among the given options. So the correct option is B. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is an excellent conductor? Options are given: water, ice, timber, and brackish water. Brackish water is an excellent conductor of electricity because it contains dissolved salt which allow it to carry electric current. Water with high salt content like seawater or a brackish water is a much better conductor than the pure water. In contrast, pure water like distilled water is a poor conductor, and materials like ice and timber are generally not good conductors of electricity. So the correct options for this question is option D, brackish water. Let's see the next question. Diamond and graphite are made up of which element? We have options for this: carbon, silicon, manganese, and chlorine. Students, both diamond and graphite are made up of carbon. Despite being composed of the same element, they have different structures, which gives them very different properties. In diamond, each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms in a strong 3-dimensional structure, making diamond very hard. In graphite, the carbon atom are arranged in layers with weak bonds between the layers, allowing graphite to be a soft and slippery, which is why it is used in pencils. So the correct option among these is option A, carbon. Okay, let's move to the next question. The purity of gold is expressed in terms of dash dash. We have option for this: option A, carat, option B, ounces, option C, pounds, and option D, none. So friends, the purity of gold is expressed in terms of a carat. A 24 carat gold is considered as a pure gold. The higher the carat number, the purer the gold. For example, 18 carat gold is 75% pure, while 22 carat gold is about 91.7% pure. This system helps to measure the amount of gold in an alloy or jewelry. So the correct answer among the option is option A, carat. Okay, let's see the next question. Which metal is a liquid at a room temperature? We have option for this: option A, mercury, option B, iron, option C, copper, option D, silver. So in case of mercury, is the only metal that is present in a liquid form at a room temperature. It has a melting point of about minus 38.83 degrees Celsius, which means it remains in a liquid form at a most temperature we encounter in daily life. Other metals like iron, copper, and silver are solid at room temperature. So the correct option is option A, mercury, which is metal and liquid at room temperature. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Weight of iron when corroded. Options are given: option A, decreases, option B, increases, option C, remains the same, and option D, decreases then increases. So friends, when iron corrodes or rusts, it reacts with oxygen and water to form iron oxide, which is a rust. This reaction results in an increase in mass because the iron combines with oxygen from the air and the rust is heavier than the original iron. Therefore, the weight of iron increases as it corrodes. So the correct answer among the option is option B, increases. Let's move on to the next question, guys. The cast iron is dash dash. Option are given: yellow, rust resistant, brittle, stainless steel. Friends, cast iron is a type of iron that contains a higher amount of carbon, about 2 to 4% compared to the steel. It is a brittle, meaning it can break or crack easily under stress or impact. While it is a strong, it lacks the flexibility of other materials like steel. Cast iron is commonly used in construction and machinery, but its brittleness limits its use in application where flexibility is required. So the correct answer among the option is option C, brittle. Let's move on to the next question. Newton experimentally proved that sunlight is made up of 7 colors of the rainbow. He published his research on the properties of light in his book, which is dash dash. Option are option A, optics, option B, Principia, option C, New Atlantis, option D, Novum Organum. So friends, Newton was the renowned scientist in physics. He published his research on properties of light and his discovery that sunlight is made up of 7 colors of a rainbow in his book Optics. In this work, he explained his experiment with prisms and how they could split white light into its constituent colors, which we see as a rainbow. So the correct answer of the question is option A. So the question is, what is the day called when the sun is exactly overhead? The options are given: option A, solar noonday, option B, zero shadow day, option C, mid shadow day, and option D, all of the above. So students, a shadow day occurs when the sun is exactly overhead at a particular place. During this event, objects do not cast a shadow for a short period. Because the sun is directly above them, this phenomenon happens twice a year in locations between Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The solar noon on this day makes shadow disappear temporarily. So the correct answer for this question will be solar noonday, option A. Let's move to the next question. The chemical symbol for silver is, options are given: A, Si, B, Ca, C, Ag, and D, Fe. So guys, the chemical symbol for silver is Ag, which comes from the Latin word argentum. Silver is precious metal used in various applications, including jewelry and electronics. The other symbol corresponds to different elements. Si is a silicon, Ca is a calcium, and Fe is iron. So the correct answer for this question will be option C, Ag. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is the best conductor of electricity? Options are given: option A, wood, option B, wool, option C, silver, option D, aluminium. So students, silver is the best conductor of electricity among all the options. It allows the free flow of electrical current due to its low resistance, while aluminium is also a good conductor and often used in electric wiring. Silver has the highest conductivity. Wood and wool are insulators and do not conduct electricity. So the correct answer from this option is option C, silver. Guys, before moving forward, I would like to introduce Global Online's complete CTET 2024 course, covering all the subjects with the full syllabus. You will get the access to video lectures and interactive live classes from expert educators. In this course, we have complete syllabus notes, topic-wise MCQs, and mock tests to sharpen your skills. This course is made specially for CTET 2024 aspirants, giving you every tool you need for the success. For more details, contact us on WhatsApp on the given numbers, or you can simply download Global Online app from Play Store. Next question is, the gravitational force of the earth is always dash dash to an object moving upwards. Options are given: at an angle, parallel, in the same direction, in the opposite direction. Guys, the earth's gravitational force always acts in the opposite direction to the motion of an object. When an object moves upwards, gravity pulls it back down towards the earth, resisting its upward motion. This is why objects fall back to the ground when thrown up or released. So the correct option is option D, in the opposite direction. Moving on to the next question. The common pathway that carries urine and sperm in human male is dash dash. Options are given: option A, ureter, option B, urethra, option C, vas deferens, option D, blood vessel. So students, in human males, the urethra serve as a common pathway for both urine and sperm. It carries urine from the bladder to the outside of the body and also transports sperm during ejaculation. The vas deferens is included in transporting sperms, while the ureter carries urine from the kidneys to the bladder. So the correct option is option B, urethra. Let's move on to the next question. What is the term for the star that becomes extinct due to the depletion of hydrogen supply? Option A, nebula. Option B, binary star. Option C, Proxima. Option D, white dwarf. A white dwarf is a type of a star that forms when a star exhausts its hydrogen fuel that can no longer sustain nuclear fusion. As the hydrogen supply runs out, the star sheds its outer layer and the remaining core becomes a white dwarf. This is a dim, dense object that no longer shines by nuclear fusion, but it still emits heat and light for a long time. So the correct answer from the option is option D, white dwarf. The next question is lactic acid is found in dash dash. Options are given: A, orange, B, tea, C, curd, and D, vinegar. So lactic acid is found in a curd, or we also call it yogurt. It is produced during the fermentation process when bacteria break down lactose, which is a milk sugar, into lactic acid. This gives curd its sour taste. Lactic acid is not present in significant amount in oranges, tea, or vinegar. So the correct answer among the option is option C, curd. Next question is, petrol and diesel are examples of dash dash energy. Options are given: option A, liquid, option B, potential, option C, kinetic, and option D, fossil. So guys, in case of petrol and diesel are examples of fossil fuels which are derived from the remains of ancient plants and animals. These fuels store chemical energy which can be released through combustion to produce energy. They are not considered as a liquid, potential, or kinetic energy form, although they are in liquid form and can be used to generate kinetic energy in engines. So the correct option for this question is option D, fossils. Let's move on to the next question. The process in which a substance changes from the gaseous state to the liquid state is called dash dash. Option A, condensation. Option B, sublimation. Option C, evaporation. And option D, emission. So condensation is the process in which a substance changes from the gaseous state to the liquid state. This happens when the gas cools down and its particles lose energy, causing them to come closer together and form a liquid. Examples include water droplets forming on a cold surface or on the outside of a glass containing a cold drink. Next question is, which of the following metal does not react with water? Options are given: zinc and lead, lead and mercury, mercury and zinc, copper and silver. Copper and silver do not react with water under normal conditions. These metals are relatively unreactive with water. On the other hand, metals like zinc and lead can react with water under certain conditions. And mercury is a liquid at a room temperature and does not react with water either. However, copper and silver remains unaffected. So the correct option is option D, copper and silver. The question is, which bacteria are present in the nodules on the root of leguminous plants? Options are given: option A, Pseudomonas, option B, Clostridium, option C, Rhizobium, option D, Nitrobacters. So students, the bacteria Rhizobium are present in the nodules on the roots of leguminous plants. These bacteria play a crucial role in nitrogen fixation, converting atmospheric nitrogen into a form that the plant can use for the growth. This mutualistic relationship help leguminous plant thrive in nitrogen poor soils. So the correct answer among the option is C, Rhizobium. Let's move on to the next question. The tape on a tape recorder is coated with which of the following substances? Options are given: A, zinc oxide, B, manganese oxide, C, iron sulfate, and D, iron oxide. So guys, the tape used in a tape recorder is coated with iron oxide. This compound is used because it is magnetic and can store data when magnetized by the recorder's recording head. The magnetic particle on the tape allow for the recording and playback of a sound. So the correct answer among the option is option D, iron oxide. Let's see the next question. Which acid is present in tomatoes? Options are given: citric acid, boric acid, lactic acid, and hydrochloric acid. So guys, in case of citric acid, it is a primary acid found in tomatoes. It gives tomato their characteristic tart flavor. Citric acid is also present in many other fruits, especially citrus fruits like lemons and oranges. The other acids listed such as boric acid, lactic acid, and hydrochloric acid are not typically found in tomatoes. So the correct answer among the options is option A, citric acid. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is a non-magnetic material? Options are given: option A, iron, option B, nickel, option C, copper, option D, cobalt. So students, copper is a non-magnetic material, meaning it does not exhibit magnetic properties. Unlike iron, nickel, and cobalt, which are magnetic and can be attracted by a magnet. Copper does not respond to magnetic fields. Copper is widely used in electric wiring due to its excellent conductivity, but it is not a magnetic. So the correct option is option C, copper. Let's move to the next question. What happens during oxidation? Options are given. Option A, increase in electrons. Option B, increase in hydrogen. Option C, loss of electrons. Option D, combustion of hydrogen. So guys, oxidation is the process in which an atom, ion or molecule loses electron. This process often occurs simultaneously with the reduction, where another substance gains the electron. In many cases, oxidation also involves the addition of oxygen to a substance. But the defining feature is the loss of electrons. So the correct answer among the option is option C, loss of electron. Next question is, how many electrons are there in calcium 2+ ion? Options are given. Option A, 20. Option B, 18. Option C, 22. Option D, 19. So students, a neutral calcium atom has 20 electrons since its atomic number is 20. However, when it forms a calcium 2+ ion, it loses 2 electrons. Therefore, a calcium 2+ ion will have 18 electrons, that is 20 minus 2. This makes it positively charged with a charge of +2. So the correct option is option B, 18. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is present in alcohol? Options are given. A, carbon. Option B, hydrogen. Option C, oxygen. And option D, all of the above. Alcohols are organic compounds that contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atom. The general formula for alcohol is CnH2n + 1 OH, where OH is a hydroxyl group. These three elements are essential components of alcohol molecules, making option D correct answer. So, the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Let's move to the next question. Coughing and spitting blood are symptoms of which disease? Options are given. Option A, malaria. Option B, jaundice. Option C, tuberculosis. Option D, plague. So friends, tuberculosis or TB is a bacterial infection that primarily affects the lungs and is characterized by symptoms such as persistent coughing, chest pain and coughing up blood. The other diseases listed, that are malaria, jaundice and plague, do not typically present with the symptoms of coughing up blood. So the correct answer among the options is option C, tuberculosis. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following chemicals can be used as an anesthetic? Options are option A, benzene. Option B, ether. Option C, methane. Option D, ethane. So guys, ether, specifically diethyl ether, was historically used as a general anesthetic because of its ability to induce unconsciousness and reduce pain sensitivity. It was widely used in surgeries before the development of modern anesthetics. The other substances listed, that are benzene, methane and ethane, are not used for anesthesia. So the correct answer among the option is option B, ether. Let's move to the next question. The metal that helps an iron stay hot for a longer time is option A, chromium. Option B, nichrome. Option C, germanium. Option D, tungsten. So friends, nichrome is an alloy of nickel and chromium that is commonly used in heating elements, such as those in iron, to maintain heat for a long time. It has high resistance to heat and oxidation, making it ideal for use in devices that need to get hot and remain hot. Tungsten also has a high melting point, but it is not typically used in iron heating elements. So the correct answer among the options is option B, nichrome. Question is, which acid is found in a bee sting? Options are given. Citric acid, formic acid, tartaric acid and nitric acid. So students, when a bee stings, it injects formic acid into the skin. This acid causes the pain and irritation associated with the sting. Formic acid is also found in the venom of ants and other insects. It is not the same as a citric acid or a tartaric acid or a nitric acid, which are found in other substances. So the correct answer among the option is option B, formic acid. Let's move on to the next question. A group of stars that appear in the specific shape and can be easily recognized in the specific region is called. Options are given. A, supernova. Option B, neutron stars. Option C, galaxy. Option D, constellation. So guys, a constellation is a group of stars that forms a recognizable pattern or a shape in the sky. These patterns are often named after mythological figures, animals or objects. Supernova, neutron stars and galaxies refer to different astronomical phenomena, not a specific star grouping that can be easily recognized in the sky. So the correct option among the given options is option D, constellation. Let's move on to the next question. What is the name of the element of group 18? We have options here. Option A, noble gases. Option B, alkali metals. Option C, alkaline earth metals. And option D, halogens. So friends, the elements in group 18s of the periodic table are known as noble gases. These gases are characterized by their stability and very low reactivity due to their full electronic shells. The noble gases include helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. They are different from alkali metals which are present in a group 1, alkaline earth metals which are present in a group 2 and the halogens which are present in a group 17. So the correct answer among the option is option A, noble gases. Let's move on to the next question. Which acid is used in batteries? We have options here. Option A is acetic acid, option B is nitric acid, option C is sulfuric acid and option D is the citric acid. So in case of batteries, sulfuric acid is commonly used in lead acid batteries, which are widely used in vehicles and other applications. It helps in the chemical reaction that generates electricity in the battery. The other acids listed such as acetic acid, nitric acid and citric acid are not typically used in batteries. So the correct answer among the option will be option C, sulfuric acid. Let's move to the next question. A quantity that can be fully described with magnitude and direction is called dash dash. Options are given. Option A, scalar quantity. Option B, vector quantity. Option C, area. Option D, length. So guys, a vector quantity is defined by both magnitude and direction. Examples include force, velocity and displacement. In contrast, scalar quantities have only magnitude and no direction, such as mass and temperature. Area and length are scalar quantities, not vectors. So the correct answer among the option will be option B, vector quantity. Next question is, consider the meaning of the cause and effect and choose the correct option. The cause is given, water is a compound, and the effect is, the properties of water are different from the properties of hydrogen and oxygen. We have options for this. 1. Only A is correct. Option 2 is only B is correct. Option 3, both A and B are correct. Option 4, both A and B are incorrect. So guys, water is a compound made up of 2 hydrogen atoms chemically bonded to 1 oxygen atom. As a compound, it exhibits properties that are different from the constituent elements. These are hydrogen and oxygen. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are gases under normal condition, but water is a liquid. This explains why both the cause and effects are accurate. So the correct option is option 3, both A and B are correct. We have next question. Which of the following metals has the highest electrical resistance? Options are given. Option A, nickel. Option B, tungsten. Option C, zinc. And option D, copper. So friends, tungsten has a high electric resistance compared to the other metals which are listed here. It is known for its high melting point and often used in applications that require high heat resistance, such as in light bulb filaments. Copper and zinc have low resistance, making copper an excellent electrical conductor. Nickel also has lower electrical resistance than tungsten. So the correct answer will be B, tungsten. Next question is, according to the latest research, the universe is, option are given, A, expanding, option B, contracting, option C, static, option D, breaking apart. So guys, the universe is expanding as confirmed by observations of distant galaxies. They are moving away from us. This is evidenced by the redshift in the light from these galaxies as described by Hubble's law. The expansion of the universe is believed to be accelerating due to the influence of dark energy. This discovery has reshaped our understanding of cosmology. Let's move on to the next question. Which type of glass is used in vehicle mirror to see the rear view? Options are concave, convex, soda lime and laminated. So guys, convex mirrors are used in vehicles for rear view mirror because they provide a wider field of view, allowing the driver to see more area behind them. This makes driving safer by giving better visibility of approaching vehicles. Concave mirrors are not suitable as they focus light inward and would not provide a useful image for this purpose. Soda lime glass referred to a type of glass material, and laminated glass is used for safety glass but not specifically for rear view mirrors. So the correct answer among the options is convex mirror, option B. Which of the following is supercooled liquid? Options are given. Option A, glass. Option B, mercury. Option C, naphthalene. Option D, common salt. So students, glass is often considered a supercooled liquid because its amorphous structure. Unlike typical solids, glass does not have a well-defined melting point and behaves more like a rigid liquid over long periods. It lacks a crystalline structure which differentiates it from other solids. Mercury is a liquid metal, while naphthalene and common salts are solid with well-defined structure. So guys, that's all for today's session on CTET 2024. I hope you found the questions, answers and explanation helpful in your preparation. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the Global Online YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Keep practicing, keep learning, and together we will make sure you are ready to ace the CTET 2024. For any queries or more resources, feel free to connect with us through the details provided in the description below. Thank you for joining me today. Keep pushing forward. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.